ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, organics of all ages, Double R here, and today we're going to cover a freaking roleplay, a topic that I've already covered a month ago, but here we are again. And I'm not going to use the same examples like Hayden Christensen in elementary school, or Liam Neeson being Ra's al Ghul, being Qui-Gon Jinn, and somehow that magically applies to the actor so it can apply to the new role he takes. I'm not going over all that. I'm just going to go over side Omega, side Alpha. Side Omega is my side. I agree with side Alpha about the law. I agree with that. I agree that using people's pictures, especially if they're not celebrities, if you're using people's pictures and not doing a face claim, this actor or actress or whatever, that's going to cause a problem. Because again, you don't know where that person lives, or you might, and as they're coming home from school, a guy sees her and goes, "Hey, you like pedophiles." Yoink! And now she's kidnapped. Way to go, you got her caught. You got her caught, you got her raped. Way to go, jackass. That's what people are worried about. That's the harm they are actually worried about. Because you're not using pictures of celebrities. Now, you might be. You might be using like Macaulay Culkin or some shit. Then face claim that actor and emphasize this does not reflect the actor. But of course, with the Liam Neeson example I already brought up, some role players can't differentiate. And I know what some of y'all are thinking, "Oh, those are just movies, Double R. You're over-exaggerating." Am I? Am I really? Well, actor is a person behind the role player. Because what is the definition of an actor? A professional cosplaying role player. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you, tell me I'm wrong. Since most movies say costumes designed by, that means when they wear that costume, they're a cosplayer. Guess what? They're taking a role. Most of the time, they're taking a role. Which makes them a role player. It's just that they're professional. So they get to remove the role player moniker and put actor. Because they get paid to do it. I know. I brought it up before, but people don't think like that. But the reason why a lot of the Hollywood community has beef with roleplay is because, again, role players sometimes aren't exactly bright upstairs. Like I've gone over in the other video about child, baby, and celebrity roleplay. I've already gone over this. The fact is, some people sit there and go, "I want to roleplay as Dean Winchester." And then what they do is they go after the actor. They get all the actor's stats for Dean, which to a point is fine. Height, weight, that's fine. You can do that for Dean. Fine. But then they go beyond. I'm going to be at this shop at this time, just having a cup of coffee, just chill. So if you want to meet me here. And they mean it as the actor, and they roleplay as the actor. What? And this is where the problem comes in because, again, a lot of role players aren't exactly fully functioning upstairs. I'm not insulting people. I'm not trying to, but some of y'all just don't. Where people roleplay as celebrities and pretty much keep up with the celebrity, and then when they go somewhere, it's like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I'll be here. Come meet me," and yada yada. And then a fangirl who happened to deal with the actor behind Dean, she's like, "Oh my God, I've been talking to him for months, and he said if he saw me, we can get together, and yada yada, blah blah blah. Oh my God!" And she goes down to that coffee shop, and the guy's just chilling, drinking, and all of a sudden, here's this girl. "We need to go on a date." What? "Well, you told me 2 months ago." Who are you? "You told me 2 months ago on Twitter that this and this and another thing, and that you would take me on a date." I don't have a Twitter. Now, they wound up getting Twitter after the fact, but that's the whole thing that kicked it off, is the fact that someone was role-playing as a celebrity and he pretty much got himself caught in a situation he did not expect. You don't do that shit. The problem with getting pictures off of Snapchat and whatever is if they're not celebrities, they have absolutely no defense. Like 100% no defense. So especially if it's a kid and you take their picture, guess what? People see that, and people who might know the girl or the guy or whatever, if it's not a celebrity, they might see that and go, oh, they actually do like pedophiles. Yoink! And that is a legal problem. Owning child pornography is also a legal problem. And before people sit there and go, well, gee, I thought you said you could roleplay any way you want to, Double R. You can, but if someone hacks your account and WikiLeaks the shit, and then the cops come by to your house, hey, come on, run out of station. You know why. There's a level of the law that you have to follow. Bestiality may be a thing, but in some states it's okay? I don't know. Again, this is the reason why Seth MacFarlane on his cartoon show makes sure not to show actual sexual exploits of Stewie Griffin or Brian Griffin, but it could be heavily implied. Brian Griffin, always in bed with women, and you know the character is doing that, but you never see the act. Not anywhere near as close as, say, Lois and Peter, where you see the covers tussling around and they're making sounds. You get what I'm saying? Stewie never gets in that situation. He has situations where it's like, oh, I'm going to play a piano. Oh, Hungry Eyes. And he does a little song and he's like, yeah, I'm hungry for you, babe. And they walk off. Him and this adult woman. With no problem. They walk off. So you know what's about to happen. But that's okay because it's just a show. No, it's okay because the law ain't going to go after them because nothing is seen. It's only implied. But here's the issue. Like I said, as the Omega argument, I am stating plainly, I defend roleplay. So you roleplay any way you want. Just don't expect me to roleplay with you if I do not agree with such things. Straightforward. Bar none. The problem with the alpha side, however, yes, the law is the law. That's a big thing. And I've already covered your points about the pictures and about the text and owning child pornography and using people's pictures that could get them caught and captured and in trouble. I've covered all that. But the problem stands that you guys are feeding a troll. This is the 5th time Pedostrike has popped up from when I started on Twitter. And I only started, like, not even last year. It was like maybe 6 months. I think. I don't recall. I know it's less than a year, though. The point stands, he's popped up at least 5 times. This is the 5th time. The 3 times prior, I was just like, yeah, whatever. Just block them, report them. You're done. People, when you go to report, you have to have a level of evidence. And if you don't have a level of evidence, then you're going to report under offensive material or offensive content. That'll be probably your best bet. But your problem is you keep drawing attention to him. And he knows this. Some people want to be shit stirrers. They want to be out there for notoriety. And every time you bring it up, you may think, oh yeah, everyone's going to agree with me. Everyone's going to agree with me, 100%. But here's the problem. It's actually maybe 90% at best, because there's going to be that 10% that sit there and go, I wonder if he's any good. So they'll try to role play with him in a different capacity. And he probably goes around with those guys like, hey, I'll role play with you on this character over here. It's not a pedophile, it's not trolling anybody, it's off, away, we can role play, not a problem. Then he goes out and role plays whatever he wants, but then he comes back and checks the troll account to see how many people are falling for it. And y'all just keep feeding the troll. So stop that. Find a way to report him without pointing, how can I say this? I'm not saying not pointing at him because he needs to be pointed out, but it's where it says at the name, where it says that, put a space. At space, that name. So if you're going to report to like higher authorities and whatnot, be like, look, the reason why I put it as this, I don't want to give him attention. I don't want to give him any actual attention from me. I don't want to feed the troll. I don't want him to have the pleasure of knowing that I'm sitting here staring at him or knowing that he's around. I've reported him, I blocked him, but I feel this needs to be taken higher because he's putting people in danger. Because there is a way you can reverse engineer the location of where a picture comes from. Oh, there is. Oh, there is. And if the person was dumb enough to put a location for where they took the picture at in the first place, that's even worse. But that's the alpha side. That's the problem. They keep feeding the troll, so he pops up every freaking month. So since I've seen it 5 times, yeah, so I've had been around about 6 months. But that's the point I'm making. I'm guessing about 6 months. That's just an estimation. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Those in the alpha side, stop drawing attention to them. You're going to get someone who goes, I wonder if he roleplays any good, and then they get to roleplay with that guy on a different account. And oh no, you banned the troll account. It doesn't matter. He's already got the people he wanted. He's already got people he wanted to play with. They just don't do the pedophile thing. But if he's trolling the shit out you, you know he's trolling the shit out you because he's going to keep instigating you. And he's going to let you walk into it over and over again. Stop falling for it. Report him. Block him. And if you feel it has to go higher, then report higher. Put it in the little parenthesis thing. At space this person's name. At space pedal strike. And then point out why. Point out why this should be looked at or addressed from those other people. It's not your job, but you can report. You see what I'm getting at? Are we following along now? Again, that would be like, say, people seeing your character kill somebody in roleplay. If your character kills somebody in roleplay, and they go, that's offensive to me. You ended someone's life. Well, it's a character. You ended someone's life. Your character action reflects what you do in real life, so I'm going to have to report you for being a murderer. That's the Omega side. That's how Omega looks at it. We look at it and go, that asshole again, huh? Block, report for offensive content, and carry on. But then check and make sure there is actually offensive content. I understand that maybe he blocked you back. That's probably going to be a problem. If he blocked you back, you're definitely going to have a problem. If his account is, say, restricted, but you still found him, like on Facebook, you can block people, block everybody so they don't find me immediately for privacy, unless I'll add the people I want added. I'm pretty sure Twitter might have an option for that somewhere. But the fact stands that a lot of y'all folks, you're applying what he's doing in character out of character. Like I said, I already understand about the pictures and about the law and all that. I already understand that. My point is you have to be careful. If you're going to report him, make sure there is something to report. If you're saying offensive content and you're only pointing out the fact that he's purposely hashtagging the word pedophile just to get your attention, there's a problem. And in regards to law, make sure you have where his location generally is for the law to hold. Because, yeah, you can report all day long to American authorities, but if he's in Zimbabwe, you know, the Chinese don't extradite their nationals, man. They don't. That man had to go excavate the guy. He had to go get him himself. It's pretty much the same application here. Are you certain he's in the United States? Just because he speaks English doesn't mean he's in the United States. And that's a big thing. And then there's the other side that y'all gotta look at. What are the laws of the land that he's in? If he's in the United States, then great. Send him. Go get him. Go get him, boss. And then it'll be the first time that someone gets arrested for roleplay. Dungeons and Dragons. Mazes and Monsters. Evil games. Because roleplay is evil. Because people behind roleplay are too damn stupid to actually keep things separated. This is why I point out issues 1, 2, and 3. And yet here we are. With an issue 1 and an issue 3. And the reason why I point out, make sure you know his general location for the law. Because guess what? In Japan, there's a set of laws between 14, or is it 13, to 17-year-olds. I've gone over that before. Japan has a thing. They're weird. But they have their own laws. So, Lude, Steve, Haley, Roger, Smith, whatever, that can fly. Because they're within the age gap. Sorry, it's true. Lude, Meg Griffin. I mean, hell, there's implications on Meg Griffin not even being 18, but she's plowed Fallon and a couple other guys. So, you know, let's just show. The fact remains that it's happened, but you don't see it. It just makes that little note, that little implication. And for all you know, that's how the hetero player is being. He just makes implications. But again, find out. I'm not saying dox the guy. I'm saying find out in general what country he's in, because maybe the laws hold differently there. Just because he speaks English doesn't mean he's American. Just saying. But again, that's just the Omega side. For you guys on the Alpha side, make sure all your ducks are in a row. Stop giving them attention. If you're going to report higher, @ that name. This way you're not getting them immediate attention to everybody. It's like, hey, this is the person, just remove the space, deal with it. Okay? I'm trying to help out. I really am. I'm trying to help y'all see the overall scope that you're doing. And like I said, the problem, I see where y'all have the problem with it. Fine. I get that. I do. 100%. I just want y'all to make sure that when you go to report and block, and you want to take it higher, make sure there's something there that they can get on. Something they can actually attach to get rid of said account. Alright? If you say offensive content, and then you go on there, and there is no proof of offensive content to them, but you have a DM, then give them the DM. Like, hey, here's a DM between me and, here's a screenshot of the DM between me and this guy. Boom. Send that up with your report. Send that up with your complaint. This way, the people seeing it aren't just going, oh, you're just worrying about something. No, they see it and go, oh, that's your name right there, and that's their name right there. Oh, he said he does this for reals. Oh, there's problems here. Oh, we can get on that. We have evidence now. You see how that works? If you want that account to be permanently gone, give the evidence to the next chain up. Okay? That's all I'm trying to get across to y'all. Now, again, if you knew somebody who could look at said account and see that there's actually offensive content on there, then report that, then block them. This should not be that difficult. But instead, all you're doing is feeding trolls. You're trying to sit here and argue with the guy. Hey, you're doing bad. Yeah, you know, real life murderers know they're doing bad most of the time. Real life thieves know they're doing bad most of the time. They know they're doing bad. So telling them they're doing bad isn't going to help things. It really isn't. It's like, you're doing bad. So, you have to have evidence. That's the big thing. I can only stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. I'm trying. Make sure you have evidence. So when you bring it up to the chain, like if you want DC to actually do something about it, or if you want Marvel to do something about it, or if you want fucking Image Comics to do something about it, give them evidence so they can actually apply to it. They can apply the evidence to it. This is example A. This is exhibit A. You said you do this. We can no longer let you even remotely try to roleplay this character because you said you do it. For real. In fact, can you say right there, we're going to send the cops to come and get you because you need cuffs. But that's just a thing. Evidence. Evidence, big one. Evidence. Make sure you have evidence. And send that evidence up the chain. Don't give this person attention. Just send the evidence up the chain. Okay? I'm Double R. I'm out. Basic. Sad when argument Omega has to redefine to argument Alpha how to report someone properly if they really want to get rid of them. If they really feel that this person's a threat. A genuine threat. How to deal with it. This should not be a thing. This should not be my job to tell you how to deal with it. My head hurts.